Hey, what's up everybody, it's Pablo1713. Hi and welcome in Anno 1800 Advanced Guide Gameplay episode number 38. So today, as you can see, we are starting with Eli Blackworth, as he got some specialists that I was looking for. So he got Digimon.
Admiral.
Alright, he got something, okay. So yes, he got this specialist that is epic, and as you can see, he's giving us bonus research points. I just rerolled like a few times. As you can see, the coin is right now 40k. I will trade it, and as you can see, I have another specialist. He is giving me productivity plus 40 for Taylor's shop, and also occasionally produces the extra bowler hats. So I just took it for future needs. Maybe I'm just gonna check those two epic guys. Income from residence, and here we have occasionally produce schnapps. Okay, so that's it that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna travel with my Lord Vader into the Cape Trelawney, go back, and straight into the New Hope. Okay, so I got the specialty that will increase the amount of research points that we are getting. As you can see, it's still running really fast. So if I'm gonna go back to Cape Trelawney, we are right in here, and we can now take the rewards. So again, we got +5, so we're gonna collect this, and I want to show you that now I have 15 buildings, so I can increase it a lot. And I think that we're gonna break the 2000 mark, and thanks to that, we'll be able with an increase. Right now I can have even 10,000 of research points, so I'm gonna build those buildings. But first I'm gonna just double think, because as you will know, we're gonna unlock in the future telephones, and then we have the radio tower. I think I'm gonna place the radio tower somewhere in here for the future needs. It should cover all the area with my scholars, so I'm gonna expand my city right in here. I'm gonna try to place the building somewhere in this area, as we have the street in here. Maybe first I'm just gonna double check what if I'm just gonna build something like this. Okay, so I will make on the maximum. I will use the maximum space for this, and then I will make the street running right in here, and then get some additional guys in here. Yeah, this looks kind of interesting, and that will be the maximum amount of buildings that I can build. Alright, so this is the idea to make this. So let's just delete this, as I'm just always trying to build the buildings separately to check the best position, rotation for them. Because he got the round corner right in here, so that's gonna be a good idea. Make them look a little bit nicer.
Don't mind if I...
Hope that we'll have enough goods for them. So let's change the look, maybe this time this way, and then we're gonna have the edge in here. Maybe I'll be able even to get one building in here. Two more buildings, why not? Here. Is it in the range of the... Yes, it should be. It is in range, that is perfect. So we just have one more building that can place.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Right in this area. Right, and just let's extend road right in here. Alright, so I'll make the beautification later on. So we got the buildings, but let's double check what else we can discover. As we can have the Great Eastern Pyramid, we can peer, research kit, identify the item that we already know, so we can then research it. Mastery of Nature, production. Yes, so something that we're gonna require. So I'm gonna go with this. It's gonna take 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's a lot. I'm gonna develop this.
Now my pen pal at a federated institution writes.
And thanks to that, after about 1 hour from now, I'm gonna have availability to make the rum for my scholars from the potatoes and also from the coal. As you can see, this new production change can be unlocked by the major discoveries. I'm gonna need to, as you can see, wait 1 hour to unlock this. And I'm gonna do this because I got still problems with the rum. That I got 142 right now, but sometimes it's running low, really low. So I want to make sure that they're gonna have this, to make sure that they're gonna have that happiness. And as they are right moving in, everything should be right in here. We got our town hall in here with just one guy. He's giving us additional +1 point for the research. As you can see, we have now 4,000. So what I'm doing, when I'm waiting
I am one of the
for
scholars.
development,
Can I
I'll go to
assist
the
you?
research institute and I'm gonna use those points for my field research, for example. So I will identify some new items. So then I'll just double check who is the, for example, yeah, she's giving me minus 10%. And then I'll, for example, go for the animals. Maybe I'll find something interesting, maybe this one. And maybe I will go for the animals this time. Or this one, Roots of Embessa. But I think that I have already this. I'm gonna go with the animals as I have something here. So yeah, so I'm thinking those points that I have to research. Ooh, some legendary movement speed plus 35. Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting item. So yeah, whatever I have the bonus points, I will not just make sure that we're gonna use them correctly and just try to identify the items.
Left ruins behind.
Because once you identify the items, you can go to the item development and just then develop them. But of course, you can only develop one thing at a time. So this will cost me 5,000, so I'll be able to get it. And this is the 20,000 mark. So we are close. We got 14 maximum. So thanks to that, we'll be able to unlock this. Okay, let's renovate this. So everything is fixed. Let's go back to the Cape Trinity. Those guys are moving in. I hope that everything will be covered by this. We're really close to the 2000 gap. And this will mean that we're gonna get the seafood stew, which we done, and tapestries that we made in the previous episode. Let me just double check. Do we have anything like that? Yes, we have 120 already. So that means that we have 3 deliveries, as every delivery giving me 40 of them. So this means that we are covered in this area. So now we're gonna need to add also clay pipes. So we're gonna go back to Embessa. And in here, as you can see, I changed a little bit here. So I have the district right in here, as you can see, where I have 2 robots that are reducing by 50 and 30%. And then I have this epic kiln, which is giving me minus 35 workforce and also plus 40 productivity. So 35, here 30, so it's already 65, and 50. This means that it's 115, which means that at some of those buildings, I'm gonna have 0 workforce needed. And if you're gonna click in here, we're gonna see, yes, pipes require 0 other workforce. So as you can see, I got plenty of workforce. I'm not expanding my city at all from like 3 episodes from the live stream that I made. So let's double check in here. Here we have only 18, 15, so not much. 15. So I got right now 3 production chains for the pipes. The pipe makers 3 production chains. That should be enough, I think. Let me just double check the statistic menu, production, and we're gonna go to the pipes. And we're gonna see that yes, we got 2 items gap, so which means that we can do multiple 20, which means that we can export 40 of them. We should be okay because as you can see here it says 1, but in the graph you can see that it's even below the 1. So right now we got the safe gap until we're gonna reach the 1, and here we have almost 3. So we got some potential that is not used probably. We got 140. Okay, this is the maximum production that they can have right now. So I think that we're gonna be good. 14, 20, so 40 of clay pipes. So let me just adjust the trade road that we made. Okay, so as you can see, Embessa Cape, he's now exporting the goods. So we're gonna adjust this as again, and then we're gonna go and take, so instead of the wood, we're gonna take, after the wood, we're gonna take clay pipes. In here, we're gonna take 40 again. And we're gonna unload this in the New Hope. I got here safety, so if we're gonna have full storage, I'm gonna just discard the cargo. So if we be unable to unload glasses, wood, clay, and glass, you'll just throw it aboard. So we'll get rid of those items, and thanks to that, we're gonna have the space for the new items that will be required to get into the New Hope. So this is something very important. And then if we're gonna unload everything in New Hope, and for example, there will be a situation that there will be no space in a New Hope, then we're gonna go to the export city, so our second island, and we're gonna just make sure that we're gonna unload it once again. And if it's gonna be unsuccessful here, we're gonna make the discard cargo again. So if it is gonna happen that I will go to the Cape Trilogy to show you what I'm talking about. So we're going from the Lobster City to the New Hope. So we are unloading here the things that we are exporting, right? So all the pipes. But if it's gonna happen that the warehouse is full, then we're gonna take everything that we still have and we're gonna unload in the export city where we are getting the goods for our Mbesa. So if it will happen that we're gonna fill the trade road in here, so this is gonna be like our safety area where we will be able to just pick up everything and bring back to New Hope, then we're gonna just discard the cargo if the warehouse will be also full in here. So we're gonna have two islands that will gather all the items if it's gonna be needed, of course. If it's gonna be needed, of course. So this double safety that I made in here, as you can see, we're then picking up the goods and then getting back to Mbesa and unloading everything in here. And then we are going and unloading the glass also in this area, in Lobster City. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna just accept this. We got the modification, so thanks to that, after another trade road, so after another 20 minutes, I'll be able to pick up some additional goods. And here I got the ship from the New World. As you can see, he's just importing the cotton and also tobacco, and then he's unloading everything here. I can make additional that maybe in the Lobster City he can also unload the tobacco if it's gonna be required. We're gonna have additional two islands that will gather all the goods that we are importing. So this is additional safety. So now as we got this, we should have the 2000 mark in the Cape Trilogy already, as I'm talking. Yes, we have it. So as you can see, now we are fulfilling the goods, which means that we are getting greater in number. Yes, we got 21,000, which means that I can actually, after hour, make the development of that epic legendary item for the pirate, which is awesome. And we are getting to the 4,000. As you will, if you're gonna go to the statistic, you will see that in the population, the maximum that we can achieve right now is 4,200. 4,200. So this is the maximum that we can get with the scholars. So they are filling in, and I just hope that we're gonna not need to upgrade the canned food, but I'm just gonna take. As you can see, we got sometimes problems with the rum, so I should increase the amount that I'm getting from the New World. This is the numbers for the rum. Yeah, just 4 pieces. Yes, so we got this guy, and he gonna give us bonus research points +4. Reduced niece residence, consume 30% less hibiscus tea. So super awesome to get this guy. Check of all trades. Cool. No trade. Super awesome. So yes, I'm gonna double check. Yes, additional legendary guy. Okay, and here we got. Okay. So Lord Vader is back. I can unload those 2 items, and now if I'm gonna go back to the scholars right in here and go to the town hall, I will go and select this guy. That will give me additional +1 point. So now he's gonna, as you can see, run really fast and furious. So I am getting plenty of points in just a second. So this is getting really crazy thanks to those 2 additional guys. And as I just identify one golden one, so I will try to research him as a next step. And thanks to that, I will have plenty of research points just in a few seconds.
None have trod before.
Alright, so development is complete. So I can now click. And congratulations, yes, the major discovery was made in the process. Is collected. Okay, so we can go to the item development. We got 22k. So now I can develop one of the legendary items that I was talking about at the beginning. So I got this ship plans, and this will cost me 20,000. I got 20,000. 1k.
Research
Time is 1 hour to develop this item. That's a lot. Long
Your ship
time.
has returned
1
from its
hour.
voyage.
Yeah, so it's good to have much more engineer workforce. As 1 hour is really long time to wait. So I can use this space, or have the trade union building with all the rabbits, and this Angela, which she is giving me, provides electricity. So this is reducing the workforce, and he's only affecting the mines, so it will not be helpful. So we're gonna go to the scholars, and we're gonna go, and we can actually place only 1 building. So So to place another one, I will have to make additional research. So let me just put him somewhere. Let's double check what about the place. Yeah, that should be okay in here. So we're gonna place him. I'm just gonna make fire station like in here. If that's gonna be some fire in the future. So this is the Advanced Rum Distillery, as you can see. And they're using potatoes and coal to create rum. And the processing time should be about 15 seconds, right? We're gonna see. Alright, so the thing is that it has the base 30 seconds, as you can see. It is showing that it's working on 200% productivity, but the processing time did not change. It's still 30 seconds. So I think that it's not working correctly. It's showing 200 perfect productivity, as it's showing 200 right now, but it's still working with 30 seconds productivity. So I think it's bugged. It is not working correctly. It should be 15 seconds, as we are working on 200% productivity. But maybe it is how they intended to be, just always 30%. I don't know. Maybe this is how it should be. I don't know. I think that it should be 15 seconds, but I don't know. What do you think about this, guys? Is it working correctly or not? Give me a sign in the comment. What do you think about it? So right now we have 83, so in total we have 2,900 scholars, and we are dropping down because, as you can see, we are starting to get some problem with the seafood and also probably other items. So if I'm gonna go to the statistic menu and go to the storage and say scholars, yes, we want to see only the items for the scholars. So, as you can see, we're running low on those items, which means that we're importing not enough of them, as it is not covering the same. No, still here we have the steel stock over time is flat, so we are not losing it, but tailored suits, for example, we are dropping down, which means that we are using more that we are producing. With tailored suits, we can check it in here also. As you can see, we have demand and production 2 by 5, now it's 0 even. So probably we cannot produce it because we are running low on some items. So yes, we are running low on cotton fabric. This is why we are dropping down. So I'm gonna need to import some more cotton fabric for sure, and then I'm gonna need to bring more seafood too, and also hibiscus tea and also tapestry. So 3 items that are gonna need to increase in numbers. So in the production menu we see that we have the demand of 4, which means this is for 1 minute. So we're going to 4 tons in 1 minute, and the delivery time is 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes we're gonna need 20 multiple 4, 80 pieces. So we are right now importing 40 only, so we're gonna need to double that amount. And in here we see that we need 3, so 3 multiple 20 minutes means that we need 60 seafood stews, and here also 60. So we're gonna need 60, 60 and 80 in here. We're gonna need to double the amount of hibiscus tea that we are importing and get some additional seafood and also tapestries. So I'm gonna adjust the trade route. Okay, so we don't need the glass in here to be unloaded because we are not producing glass in here, as we move everything to the Enbesa and we are making the lanterns in Enbesa. So I can make, so I said 60 for the seafood stew, so I'm gonna increase the amount in here about by 10, and to be safe I'm gonna just make 15 or maybe 20, why not? So we're gonna exceed the number that we're gonna need, so I'm gonna load 20, and we're then gonna unload everything in the New Hope. And then if it's gonna happen that's gonna be full, we're gonna unload everything in Export City. And we're gonna do the same, so we're gonna take 20 more tapestries, 20 more, and we're gonna unload everything in here in New Hope, and we're gonna unload also in Export City. And actually we're gonna need probably to make additional ship that will transfer the goods. We're gonna need to make additional trade route with our ships. So we got some ships in here even. So I think that I have Simba right in here, and he is not doing anything, so I can make the trade route. So we got Cape and Bessa second import, and we got Simba, and we're gonna go to Bessa Life. And we're just gonna right now bring 20 pieces of the hibiscus tea, and that's it for now, but later on we're gonna increase the numbers. So this is the all that we're gonna take from here, and we're gonna go to the Cape Trelawney and just unload it right in here. So that's it. This is the only thing that he's doing right now. So now, as you can see, we have also probably tailored suits, which means we need 6 and we are producing 5. So this means that I'm going to need to make additional one. This will increase the amount of everything that we're going to need. Let me double check if this is going to be in range, not in here for sure. So probably somewhere in here. I can place it like this, and then I'll add additional row inside between, going just around. Add additional Right, so we got our airship. Let's change the specialist. Now we're gonna take the new specials that we have, and we'll be able to build the new battle cruiser. So if you're gonna compare this to the normal battle cruiser, you see that he got 6k and he got 8k, 40 and 50 damage. So a little bit better, and with cargo slots and item slots it's the same, 3-4, 3-4. Time 15 minutes, 15 minutes. And the construction cost is also the same. Let's go back to the scholar's house. Yes, we can collect our bear, so we're gonna go in here.
This is complete. The Research Institute.
So we got the black bear finally, and let's in the same time make the item development. And it was this guy that I was thinking about. We'll develop him as well. This is the normal bear, and here we have the black bear. Here's also from the taiga or taiga forest. The whole collection for taiga forest is finished. Taiga forest, this will reduce the needs. Affect residents, okay. 5% less fish, bread, food, sausages. What kitchen? Oh, so this was really good idea to make this. Okay, so taiga forest is giving me minus 5% reduced needs. Okay, so this is good. So if I will go to the scholars and check any of those residents, yes, I have the, as you can see, minus 5%. It's always something, and here I have happiness +2 and chance of illness minus 50%. And he's giving me +1 research, and this is also +1. So in total I have now 10,000, so I can spend it once again for some animals.
Vegetable.
I identified all 110 items already, so I'm not gonna do this, so I'm gonna go to the maybe people. Oh wow. This is the new ship, battle cruiser. When there are gonna be some pirates, I'm gonna make some video at the end so you will see him in action. As you can see, he got 2 cannons in front and 2 at the back, and he is firing with fire. So it's gonna be very cool to watch him in action. So I'm gonna try to make sure that you're gonna see it, and I will probably make additional one more.
A renowned personage has arrived. own wounds green.
Aye, a yellow stump's all that's left of it.
Alright, so I think that we're gonna finish for today. We're gonna continue in the next episode, where we're gonna go to the telephones finally. So, alright, boys and girls, thanks a lot for watching. I hope that you had some fun with me, and I hope that we can meet each other next time. So, boys and girls, have a wonderful day, and if you're watching this at night, then good night. See you next time.